What's up? I'm John Weeks, and this is the Standard's Tech and Science Daily podcast. Coming up, Neuralink reveals technical issues with its first human brain implant. But first, if you've seen Apple's latest advert for the new ultra-thin iPad Pro, you've probably seen some of the backlash online as well. The ad shows a giant hydraulic crusher destroying things like a piano, cameras, tins of paint and televisions, before revealing only the 5.1mm thick iPad Pro is left. It's designed to represent all of the things it can do. But celebs including Hugh Grant and Handmaid's Tale director Reed Morano have criticised the advert. Hugh called it a destruction of human experience, and in a post on X, Reed told Apple CEO Tim Cook to read the room. Some people on social media have highlighted the recent SAG-AFTRA strike over the use of new tech like AI in films and music as part of the reason why they've got upset. In a statement, Apple's Vice President of Advertising said it missed the mark and apologised. In another weird twist though, X-user and AI expert Linus Earkenstam highlighted on the platform that the advert looks suspiciously like one from LG selling a smartphone in 2008. Neuralink, Elon Musk's brain chip company, has revealed it's having some technical issues with its first human implant. Back in March, we told you how paralysed Neuralink patient Noland Arbo was using the implant to play games like chess on PC and Mario Kart on Nintendo Switch. But in a blog post, the company said parts of the implant have disconnected from the brain surface. The post said in the weeks following the surgery, a number of threads retracted from the brain, resulting in a net decrease in the number of effective electrodes. Due to having fewer attached electrodes, the Neuralink N1 chip had to be recalibrated to work off fewer data points. It's not all bad news though. The company claims Noland has set a new world record for controlling a cursor using a brain-computer interface, and has since achieved results not dissimilar to Neuralink engineers using a mouse. A new tool which flags AI-generated content from other platforms is coming to TikTok. The app already labels content created using its own AI effects, but now the social platform's using tech developed by the Coalition for Content Provenance and Authenticity, which can tell if content uploaded from other platforms is AI-generated. It attaches a so-called digital nutrition label to content, telling people it is AI-generated and how and when it was made. It's as industry experts and politicians are concerned about misleading AI-generated content impacting the many elections taking place around the world this year. Engineers at Stanford University in the US say they've produced a leap forward for augmented reality. By combining the latest display technologies, holographic imaging, and AI, they've developed a prototype AR headset that uses holographic imaging to show full-color 3D moving images on the lenses of what look like an ordinary pair of glasses. They say unlike the bulky headsets you see today, their glasses deliver a visually satisfying 3D viewing experience in a compact, comfortable, and attractive form factor. A study has found that tailored psychological supports could have a major impact on the quality of life of people living with motor neurone disease. It's a condition that affects the brain and nerves, with patients eventually losing the ability to move, speak, swallow, and breathe. A team from the University of Sheffield and University College London explored whether acceptance and commitment therapy, or ACT, could boost the psychological health of people with the condition. It combines behavioural therapy with strategies like mindfulness, encouraging patients to accept difficult thoughts and feelings rather than trying to control or avoid them. The results published in The Lancet showed ACT, when combined with usual care, was clinically effective for maintaining or improving quality of life in patients with MND. Coming up, the new secret to living a long and healthy life, plus when to expect the next Lord of the Rings movie. Stay up to date with the latest tech and science news. Hit follow during the break. Welcome back. Now, what's the key to living a long and healthy life? Well, a new study suggests simply running a mile in less than 4 minutes will do the trick. On the 70th anniversary of Sir Roger Bannister's sub-4-minute mile record, research into the lives of the first 200 runners to achieve the same feat show they share something in common. they all live, on average, almost 5 years longer than the general population. Investigators in Australia and Canada carried out the study and say, like Sir Roger, who lived to the ripe old age of 88, most of the first runners also lived well into their 70s and 80s, and a majority are alive and healthy today. We're being warned to properly recycle our old electronics, as there's been a rise in fires caused by discarded batteries, according to a study by Material Focus, which leads the Recycle Your Electricals campaign. Battery fires in bin lorries and at waste sites have risen by more than 70% since 2022. The National Fire Chiefs Council has warned that lithium-ion battery fires can be particularly dangerous to the public, waste site workers and firefighters because of the risk of chemical exposure and reigniting, as they can generate their own oxygen. So instead of binning them, the advice is to search Recycle Your Electricals online to find your nearest drop-off point. And finally, Warner Bros. Discovery's first Lord of the Rings movie is due to come out in 2026. The Verge says CEO David Zaslav announced the news in an earnings call yesterday, Thursday. The movie, called Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum, will see Andy Serkis return as the creepy hobbit-like man, plus he's directing it too. Amazon's mega series, The Lord of the Rings: The Rings of Power, recruited 20 visual effects studios and 1,500 visual effects artists to make it. So the latest movie will likely be another huge undertaking in the effects department. According to The Verge, Zaslav said the film will explore storylines yet to be told. You're up to date. Come back at 4 o'clock and search for The Standard Podcast for the latest news and analysis. We're back on Monday afternoon at 1. See you then.